Did it work? That's the question. Is it working? Say hello if you're there. Hello. No one's here yet. That's all right. Can I see? Yeah, still a bit there. Need a clean rag. Hey Neil, how's it going, mate? Need a bit of help. I don't know what to do with a railroad spike. Everyone's made knives and axes and hammers and all sorts, and because I mean the railway spikes I have are only tiny, but I don't know what to do with it. I've got a old horseshoe here too. I'm thinking about doing something with. I still don't know what to do with that either. Oh, 6 people on and 4 likes already. Awesome. Oh, 6 people on and 4 likes already. Awesome. Oh, cool. Okay. Came in from a lot of grinding and welding. Yep. Well, yesterday. Hey, DeBarker. Hey, JT. Sally. Oh, Josh. Sorry, not Sally. Josh. Didn't realise it was you. I haven't seen you in so long, man. Hey, Dana, how's it going? So, this was my day yesterday. Had the gas forge up and running. Made a blacksmith knife for trade. I still got to do a little bit of clean up, a little bit of hand sanding, and a little bit of and sharpening, of course. And I got my touch mark. I don't know if you can see that. I got my touch mark upside down because it sits that way and that way. But also attempted a kiradashi for a carpenter. I've got to eventually this week get around to making some holdfast because the one I made a few weeks ago that was thin in the diameter for his hole. So yeah. Good afternoon. Yeah, that's right. Yesterday, Tuesday. Geez, it's probably one of my cleanest looking ones. I've got my first one over here that I made when I went to Perth with Sam Towns. Of course, like he was teaching me how to do it. So this was my first one. I haven't cleaned it. It's been sitting out in the forge, so it's got a little bit of rust on it. But that compared to that is, I'm starting to get better. I'm starting to clean them all up. So, hey, Aimless. I don't know. I've got a personal YouTube account apart from Speargrass Forge, of course, and I couldn't find it on that either. So your guess is as good as mine there, Matt. Bowen, g'day, mate. How's it going? Forge, of course, and I couldn't find it on that either. So your guess is as good as mine there, Matt. Bowen, g'day, mate. How's it going? 11 people already. Cheers, Dana. So I just saw your message. Awesome. No worries. Thank you very much. I've got some stickers coming, peoples. That's exciting. I decided with the way everything's going at the moment. That's exciting. I decided with the way everything's going at the moment, support people and get some things done. So wash my hands a little bit. So look, that sun's coming in right in there. Yeah, so railroad spike and a horseshoe. I've got no idea what to do. I'm, kind of doing the railroad spike challenge, but I got no idea what to do with it. Everyone's kind of just already done, you know, knives and spears and war hammers and axes, and you know, I'm nowhere near that good anyway. So I need to find. You're gonna have to explain that, JT. I'm not sure what you're on about there. So let's stick this in the forge anyway and at least get it heated up. Find the right pair of tongs. Well, that's going to help. I don't have a pair of tongs that can hold the railroad spike. Yes, I need to find myself. a boomerang. I could probably make a boomerang out of a railroad spike. It'll take a bit of beating, but it won't. And unfortunately, it won't come back. It probably won't come back. So, but I can make it. I can make a tiny boomerang. That's a good idea. Make a tiny boomerang out of a railroad spike. Why not? Well, that means I can heat up the head first because I've got to beat that out. And the charcoal burn on Monday went really well. Got I'd probably say 98% of it charred up really well. There was only about 3 pieces of timber that didn't char properly. So I'm really happy with that. So how's everyone going? How's everyone travelling? Not all too not all going too crazy, I hope. Everyone likes head first there, Josh. Yeah, boy. Okay, Mountain Critter, how's it going? Heating up, it's slowly heating up. I haven't really done my stretches this morning, so. That's probably a good idea, Tabaka. Particularly if, you know, they're sleeping away. I don't generally start. I mean, I live out bush, and my closest neighbours are probably half, 600-700 meters away. So what's that? Several hundred feet. But yeah, quarter mile. But I still wait until about 8 a.m. to start forging because when I start early because sound well. But try not to annoy the neighbours just in case. I don't know what's going on in their lives. Yeah, no, I try and stretch their Neil, because at the end of the day, while I'm not exactly young, I'm young enough to know that if I don't, I'd rather not face the issues later on in life. Well, where I live in the NT of Australia, we just had our 17th confirmed case. I'm not going to go into it too much because, you know, but yeah, no, we just had our 17th confirmed case. And they're all from people that have been overseas. We haven't had one local spread yet. That's saying yet. I generally hold them for 10 seconds and do more than one set. So that's been my training in stretching. I've already done some dynamic stretching a little bit earlier, but mainly focusing on this tendon here at the moment because I did a lot of heavy forging yesterday and it's a little bit tight. So the stretching's always a good idea. You know, if we are doing some sort of physical activity, stretching's always a good idea. Yep. You lock it back. Well, I've seen two of my neighbours twice in the 18 odd months I've lived here. So, yeah, I don't really know them. Just simply because we live out bush, we all do our own things and we all leave each other alone. I hear one of my neighbours having a party, but that's probably the extent of it. Yep. Hang on. So, how am I going to work this? This is going to get a cold shunt because of this, whatever this thing is. Oh. It's got this like washer thing on it that is kind of welded on. Yeah. I'll forge it in, grind it off later. Thanks, JT. Thanks, JT. Tell you what, it's a bit warm this morning. That's it. Tobacco. Well, you see, I'm only 34, so that sounds strange to say out loud. Well, you probably were showing up for the girls there, Tobacco. As well, of course, you know. Some things you just can't avoid it there, Angus. Like I said, this is just for aesthetics, really. Just for aesthetics, really. Yep, missed strike. That forged. Whack it back in. Yeah. Well, what I'll do is I'll forge it today, clean it up, and grind it, and then post some pics on the Instagram, just so that people know what it looked like when it was finished. I've got a hell of a lot of grinding and sanding to do with those knives anyway, so may as well keep all my grinding to one hit. Oh, I didn't know that, Josh. I am. I'm only young. I'm a spring chicken. Denise. It's really weird to say your age out loud to other people because, I mean, I've noticed I kind of get to the point where it's like, I'm this old. Not to mention, most of my close friends growing up were, when I was in my teens, one of my best friends was in his 60s. It was the one that kind of initially sparked my interest in blacksmithing. 22? Well, see, I like to say it's like this year will be my 14th anniversary of my 21st birthday. All right, so I'm going to forge this into a boomerang or a stick that won't come back. I need to think about this. So what I'm going to have to do first, I'm going to have to draw it out a bit, down to about half its width, I reckon. Round off the edges, and then flatten it out, and then turn it, then put a bend in it. So I reckon that is what I'm going to have to do. Alrighty, so stick that back in. My boomerang won't come back. My boomerang won't come back. My boomerang won't come back. See, you're just starting out the fun there, Bowen. Ask anyone, they'll tell you the best years of their life. Well, I'm still in my best years of my life. Every year is a good year. Every year I'm vertical is a good year. But anyone will tell you, 17 to 26, varying, is pretty awesome. Well, you know what the opposite of dog years is? It's turtle years. Because if you look at the Galapagos turtle, they live forever. "13 watches and 9 likes. Somebody hasn't liked." Right, so half the width, let's go. Half the width, let's go. little bit thinner than half the width, I reckon. Yeah, those are, whatever that washer was going to turn out to be ugly until I ground it out. Yeah, it's alright, she'll be right. Turn it around, flatten out the other line a little bit. Get me sweat rag. It's bloody warm here today. Ah. Turning 40, that's true. So as everyone can see, Tiny's been repaired. Still running. Fixed her up, welded it up. Got it going well. Hasn't skipped the beat yet. I think the welds are better this time. I can't remember if I fixed it before the last live stream or not. Neo. What the hole? And back with Ben. See, unlike some others, I'm not afraid to dance and do silly stuff on the live stream. Oh, I'm not. The whole 10 years of your 40s at 41, 42. Funny thing, I was actually having a conversation with a friend of mine last night about numbers. 10, 11, and 12. Her daughter's just 10. I said, well, that's kind of technically the first year of teenage. And she goes, well, no. I said, well, yes, because that's what teens stand for, in their 10s. And, 10, with 20, you've got 20 and 30 and 40, but you can't call 10 tenty. So, so you can't, and tenty-one, tenty-two, it was a bit funny. She had a good laugh at it. It was funny last night, all right? Wouldn't that dry you out there, JT? Smoking salt, that's... Never really do silly stuff on video. You don't have to. You got old mate Knight in the forge to do that. G'day, Craig. How's it going? Oh, Denise, I've got no shame. I've got no shame. I'm just wacky. There's a reason why Yama thinks I'm his brother. Whoa. I'll tell you the temperature. It is. Oh, I got a notification and I'm live. The current temperature here today is warm. No, it is currently, when it loads, 30 degrees feels like 33.6 degrees Celsius. So you all can work that out in Fahrenheit. I had a friend of mine about 6 months ago did a tour of the US just to go around, and he spent about a month and a half there just to go around to each state and try different types of bacon and stuff. That was his whole point of his trip. Might have to start using the blade tongs shortly. Hey, Simple Forging, how's it going, mate? Bowen, time management, mate, time management. It's not a nut house, right? It's a relaxation and recreational facility. Yep. Maybe time for those blade tongs. I think now's about time for those blade tongs. Look. Look at that. Fits perfectly. It's getting there. It's all nice and flat now. As you can see, those daggy bits are the bits that where that washer thing that was welded to it. So flatten it out a bit more. Give it a little bit of depth. Round out. Oh, the tips are already kind of rounded out, but round them out the tip a bit more, and then we'll turn it. Well, Craig, that was before I was born, so... I'm only teasing you, Bowen. It's okay. That's lovely and cool, DeBarker. Nut house. Yeah. Gathering a blacksmith in one place. That's cold. That is cold, Cat. The coldest I've ever experienced is -4, and hell no. The 4 and hell no. The next trips. Next trips. I'm only a young pup. But my whole life ahead of me. Too bad I don't like people. I stick out bush, don't like the city. Ugh. Cat, where do you live? If -11 is spring, what's the temperature in the summer? Bowen, is that -50 degrees Fahrenheit or -50 degrees Celsius? I'm pretty sure that's stay indoors because you'll freeze if you step outside. It's in Celsius. And actually probably in Fahrenheit, come to think of it. Hi, GWI, how Wayne, how's it going? Too cold. I'm a tropical boy. I wear jeans in the tropics. Oh, that's a bit hot. Got a bit sparkly, that one. I'll give it a bit now. Yeah, I'm not good. Forging both sides, trying to keep it a bit even. Everything is awesome! G'day, champ, how's it going? Good morning, good evening to those of you overseas in the US. It's what, about 7:30-ish p.m. on the East Coast? Maybe a bit earlier, I don't know. The West Coast would probably be what? Yeah, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock-ish. You gotta remember, we only generally have 3 time zones in Australia. depending on daylight savings time, of course, which throws everything out. No, that's not hot enough or hot long enough. I am making a railroad spike boomerang because I had no idea to do what for the Bob's challenge. So I asked the guys, and they said a boomerang. I was like, yeah, why not? G'day, Ogwood. Is he there with you, Neil? Well, I know that currently it is, 9:05 a.m. Australian Central Standard Time. That means it's 7:30 a.m. Australian Western Standard Time. In South Australia, it's now 10, because South Australia, even though they're on Central Time, they have daylight savings. Queensland, it's still, I think it's still standard time because they don't have daylight savings too, which means it's 10. New South Wales have daylight savings, so it's 11. It's all over the shop. Even though we're one country and we have standard time zones, some states have daylight savings, others don't. So it's just all over the place. Oh, what's your idea, champ? Yeah. And my regular job is in a call centre, so we get people calling from all over Australia. We have to figure this stuff out. Good old Google. G'day, Ken. How's it going, mate? Now, this should be hot enough. Yep, it's hot enough. We get off. Sweaty hands. Yep, and then this side, start to paper out, start to bevel on it, and then, yep, okay. Looks good to me. I'll show you in a minute, I promise. I'll work on that middle bit, it's a little bit thin. A little bit, yeah, thin this way, not thin. Right, what have I missed? There's nothing wrong with an Aussie accent. You know, they actually theorise that pirates sounded like me. Because the mishmash of all different people and from all over the joint, pirates actually picked up each other's accents. And Australia is kind of like if you mixed all of the British Isle accents and got them drunk, that's what we sound like. Hey, Sam! Good morning, my knife-making friend. No one else showed up. Make the bend backwards. Yeah, right. That's just insulting the boomerangs. It's not going to come back anyway. It's a stick. Well, it'll be a metal stick, but still. There's certain Americans that should never try an Australian accent. If you ask any Australian, there's certain movies where we hear Americans do Australian accent and go, oh, that hurts. Oh, cool. That's awesome, Dr. Barker. That'd be interesting too. All right, middle. That's better. No, not that. Make it straight first. Right, so it's straight-ish. Yeah, I know the dags are ugly. Like I said, I'll grind them off later. And so yeah, so now what I'm gonna do is on one side, kind of bevel it out. I've just already started rounding off one of the other edges now, so bevel it out along the whole length, and then I'll turn it. Because Sam's one of my mods. I consider Sam a very good friend, so he's a operator for me. Hey, Josh, I speak that fluently. Well, see, boomerangs aren't actually supposed to come back. They're only supposed to come back if they miss. And traditionally, that was a training boomerang. An actual hunting boomerang it looks more like a club with a half end. It flies awkward, but it's basically a throwing club. You're special. Yeah, that's. I've got a lot of friends that have lived in Australia and then gone back to various countries. And when they go back, everyone, like, we bag them out here for not sounding Australian. You call them old, whatever, British people are Poms, of course, prisoner of His or Her Majesty. Americans are Yanks, Canadians, fellow Americans. We do that just to stir them because we know how Canadians hate being called American. But it's like Americans calling us New Zealanders. It's New Zealanders Australian. It's just it's a dig. But yeah, they don't sound Australian enough here. But when they go home, everyone says, "Oh, you sound very Australian." They're like, "Can't win." Yeah, basically, a giant grasshopper stick. We have the biggest grasshoppers in the world in Australia. Move this there for the moment, pick that up. Oh, Sam, you're back, so it means there's There's a new episode of the Forgecast this week, yeah? I will definitely have a look there, Ken. I will definitely have a look. No worries there, Sam. Yeah, because you would have only got back this week originally, wouldn't you? Hey, John, how's it going, mate? Yeah, that thing shouldn't have flown. The Boomerang and Road in Mad Max should not have flown. It should not have flown. Hey, a little bit sparkly. Figure out which end I've rounded out, yeah? That one. Alright, so. Now. There. Thank you. Picking up some spilled charcoal. Just next, guys. Yeah. Oh, what are we looking at? Hey, Yamis, how's it going there, mate? Everyone's showing up. I feel so special. Brenner? Is that like brunch dinner? I missed a few things. Comments are scrolling. I'm gonna have to open the comments up on me on my phone, I think. Hang on. When YouTube eventually loads. Breakfast. Ah, right, okay, breakfast to dinner. turn the volume down so I don't hear myself. Now, what I miss? Okay. Well, funny they used to say didgeridoo there, as I'm making a boomerang. All right, I'm caught up. So what's for dinner there, Yamas? Is it pancakes, French toast, or just cereal? That's not breakfast. That's a good meal. I'll have that any time of day, there, mate. I like wallaby stew. Wallaby tail stew is beautiful. Just got to be the ones that aren't protected. There's only like 3 species that are protected. The eastern grey kangaroo, the western red kangaroo, and there's 1, maybe 2 more. Biscuits and grey. Oh, that's right. It's biscuits. It's kind of like bread. Okay. And grits is oatmeal or porridge. It is. It's very tasty. It's kind of like wild caught venison or deer, but yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting flavour. Best one, I actually really like emu. Emu's really nice for a bird. It's a very red, dark meat. It's gorgeous. Well, see, biscuits to us are a savoury treat. Well, not really savoury, it's sweet. Now, Anzac biscuits, it's kind of like a cookie. Turning this is going to be interesting. That's for sure. Exactly. Going up through the grits, AJV. Well, you know, talking differences in culture, you guys eat pumpkin pie as a dessert. We eat pumpkin as a vegetable. So, you know. We had pumpkin soup the other night because it was nice. I've never actually had smoked salt there, JT, so one day. That's just a hash brown, isn't it, Bowen? Potato pancakes. No worries, deal. See you shortly. Well, this time you can actually join in on the food talk, you see. Normally he's busy doing something. Awesome, Yamas. Thanks for dropping in there, mate. When you leave, we'll start talking about rum and alcohol. No worries, JC. Thanks for coming there, mate. I appreciate everyone who's stopped in, even if they don't, if they have to run off. I do realise it's evening time for most of you guys, so. Right. Bye, Yammers! Okay, no worries. Okay, so you'll still be watching. You just won't be, you're listening, but maybe paying attention to what you're editing. All right, so there it is. Let's see if light's better on this side. Oh, no. That's done. It's got thicker on this side. It's tapered on this side now down to a nice edge. So now I've got to turn it that way, away from the thick edge, which is going to be interesting. No worries, Will. Getting to metal. Unfortunately, I had to pick up some stuff from Bunnings the other day because my metal supplier was closed. For my mild steel stuff, of course, high carbon we've got to order from Gamaco. Or the new sponsor of the Forge Cast, which I can't remember what the name is. Creative Man. No, it's not Creative Man. I can't remember. Will, so Sam, drop the link for that for the your guys' sponsor. If Australians want to order an alternative place to get steel, but Yeah, so, but my mild steel supplier is closed at the moment, so I've had to pick up some stuff from Bunnings. No worries, Wayne. Thanks for dropping in. If you drop out, mate. All right, so let's try and hit the middle of this thing. No worries there, Will. See you, mate. Have a good day. Creative man. Yeah, okay. Let's see if I can turn it over this. Oh, 17 likes. Yes. I don't pay attention to it. It's at the top of the screen. I don't really pay attention to it most of the time. Sometimes I just look up and say, oh, how's been going for an hour already? Time flies when you're having fun. Let's give this a look. I want to heat it up a little bit that side. Thanks, Sam. Legend. So yeah, any Aussies want to order some higher carb and stuff and don't want to go through Gamico, of course Gamico is a good option, but that's the a second option. And of course they do ship international. Yeah, I was thinking about it. That's why I'm thinking about doing it over this first and then just tightening it up. Sam actually taught me that with making the handles for the blacksmith knives. They feel it's a very similar type of thing. You whack and it starts to bend, so. Well, let's see if it works, eh? This is going to look ugly to begin with, that's for sure. Oh. Now well. Don't know if you can see it. Just there, it split on me. No worries, Denise. Thanks for coming there, Dale. I'll chat to you later. Have a really lovely evening. Park them all up, reverse all in, and then you can open the boots and sit in the boot. Oh, that's true. What that say about me though there, Sam? We've already established that you're the pretty one of the two. You can't make me any prettier. No worries there, mate. Thanks for dropping in, mate. You have a lovely evening. Sleep well, bud. Yeah, not quite even yet. So, Dana, thanks for coming. Have a good one. Have a good evening. Have a good sleep. Need to regain a bit, Denise. We're all insane here. A boot, you know, the trunk. We call them boots because you've got the glove box in the front where you put your gloves, and you've got the boot where you put your dirty boots. Like I said, we're all insane here. Let's see if this works a bit better. A bit hotter now. Whoop. That could have been a unfortunate accident. A little bit uneven, but it still looks like a boomerang. Like I said, I've got that shunt just there. You can't really see it. Anyway, just in there, there's a shunt. You can see it kind of in that light. Just there's a shunt, and it's actually split. But done. I think that looks rather cool. It'll look even better once I get it done. What I'll do is I'll grind it up, grind it clean, and clean up the edges a bit. And then actually, I might put it back in and put the touch mark in now, and then I'll blacken it later on. And I'll post the pictures on the Instagrams. Yep, that's going straight to the pool room. I don't have a pool room. I've got a bloody big veranda though. Like my veranda is bigger than my workshop, so my veranda is what? 6 meters, so what's that? 18 foot by 12 by 3, 12, 24, 12, 24. Yeah, so 18 by 32. I think roughly that. Yeah. It's 6 meters by 12 meters anyway. For those of us that work in metric. So most of us. Oh, hang on, leave that back in there for the moment because I've got to get my touch mark here. This time, don't put it upside down, Adam. Lost my brush. I'm losing everything today. I was going to say I'm losing my mind, but that's already got. I lost that long ago. There it is. It's way over where it's not supposed to be. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Sam, I did. Yeah, got it made by Darlou. Oh, near on a year ago now. Sharpen it. Sam could probably make a sharp boomerang. That'd be an interesting thing to like try and grind. Yeah, Sam, I've got a bone to pick with you about that. I never do those bloody things. Oh, cherry hickory. That should be interesting. Nice good strike that time. Right. Been a couple of times recently where I haven't quite struck it hard enough in order to get a good impression. So, yep. Oh, I'm on the big screen. Yeah, I got done by Bob. But he said that Sam started it, so I still blame you, Sam. So, there we go. One railspike boomerang. You just missed me finishing off and touch marking there, Neil. Might cool it off and handle it. I mean, it's only railway spike, so it's not like it's gonna crack because of the water quench. So the crack in it is just there. As you can see, it comes all the way around. But at the end of the day, it's only a display piece, so I'll grind it up and make it pretty and, boomerang. That's how they're thrown too, by the way. They're thrown that way. That way it picks up the air currents and lifts it. I'm on the big screen. I'm larger than life. Yeah, I'd say it probably was where the washer was, but Okay, Bob, how's it going? Hey, James, how are you, mate? You just missed out on the fun. I forged a Bob. This is for your apocalypse challenge. I'm gonna have to look up that name of it because seriously, it's too long to remember. But it's a forged boomerang. Throw it at people, take them out. Well, boomerangs are actually a really, really interesting flying weapon. And considering no other culture has them, they all have throwing weapons, but they don't have any sort of implement quite like a boomerang. So now I've just got to grind and polish up that thing. Should I get to a mirror? I think I might get it to a mirror polish just for the fun of it. Yeah, Bob, I was just picking on Sam for that Facebook thing. When it comes to throwing them, I have had some come back, but I'm by no means an expert because you don't throw it this way. You throw it kind of at an angle like that, right? So that it picks up and actually comes down and dips. When it dips and returns, really, it's got weird physics. But you don't throw it like that because then it just takes off that way, and you don't throw it like that because then it just comes down and slams into the ground. So it's kind of thrown at an angle, and yeah, like I said, they're not actually designed to return. They only return if you miss for training ones, but you know, for actual hunting ones, they're designed to actually clobber the animal and kill it. Well, it might be sharp if it's shiny. I've still left a fairly decent. It's not 20-cent piece, but I mean it's not going to be hardened and tempered. But you know I've still left a fairly decent edge on it. Got to get in there with the grind and smooth it out a bit. Exactly. So it's an hour and 17 in. Should I continue and make something else? I don't even know what to make. Today was kind of do this. I've got another video coming out tomorrow. But yeah, just this was kind of, joining in and saying g'day to everyone. Oh, sharp as in cool. All right, no worries. Look sharp. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. That's all right. It's all right, James. Everyone's got to have a nap. I had a nice, decent nap yesterday too. I was only supposed to nap for an hour because I had my knives in the oven tempering. My knife, the Kiradashi and the trade knife in the oven tempering, and I was like, I'll just lay my head down for an hour to have a bit of a nap, and woke up 2 hours later. So should I do something with this horseshoe? I don't know what to do with it. I was thinking a love heart, but how do you make a love heart? You kind of curve it back on itself, don't know. I don't know. You straighten it out. I know you got to put that point into it. It's kind of already boomerang shaped, but I'm not turning this into a boomerang as well. Yeah, and all the movie sword fights are perfect choreography. Everything's about boomerangs at the moment, isn't it? I'm seriously wondering what I should do with this. I mean, they're old. They're proper old. I think I might save this and make it into a video. Make a heart out of it. They don't straighten the horseshoe out. Yeah, that's what I think I might do. I might go check out a few videos on it. I'll watch JT's video and maybe make one of my own. Just a music backed blacksmithing one. Well, yeah, I guess you could kind of mount this to the, if you put attached to a bracket, you could mount it to the wall and hang toilet paper off it, I guess. I think it's about 80, 90 years old, this one. This was a gift it wasn't really a gift. I got about 6 or 7 of them from a farrier that I actually got a whole heap of files and everything off when I went and seen him a couple of weeks back. So I've got a couple of really good files. I've got a really nice large file, very rough file, which is great for draw filing, and a couple of old horseshoe rasps, Farrell rasps, and a very old timber handled rasping file. So yeah, you're about the same age. Yeah, it's about the same age as me, 80. You know, I told everyone my age earlier before you showed up. So you kind of point this and then round these in. I'll watch the video because I'm sure there's a nuance to it that this just doesn't translate in text too well. I'm sure there's a nuance to it that this just doesn't translate in text too well. That's an Australian saying if I've ever heard one. You're proper old. Hang on. So should I make anything else? I've kind of achieved what my goal for today, which was get on a live stream and forge something out of a railroad spike for Bob's challenge. I'm older than you, Sam. I know, Coffee. You've had a hard life, mate. I've got a couple more shoes, but yeah, I've got about 7 or 8 that are at the same time. But the reason why the old bloke gave me these is because, I mean, you can't really tell, but he actually, these were hand forged at the time. It's got the clip at the front and stuff like that. But he told me they were hand forged by his dad or his grandfather, one or two. But yeah. One or two. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think these shoes quite fit me. Well, while we're sitting here chapping, I might throw this back in and make another belt buckle. Hang on, how many have we got? I think I had to make one more, so. Make another one of them Barbarian belt buckles. They're nice and easy and quick. No worries there, Denise. That's okay. Only got another. I was only planning on 2 hours max anyway, so. Yes, they probably would there, champ. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I have to figure out how to make them too. Yeah, that'd be rather awesome. I've also got an aluminium one, or aluminum, as you guys call them. Hang on, gotta find them. Yeah, I've also got an aluminum one, which is, it just feels weird. It's, yeah. This is just odd. The squeaky noise, it's probably my blower. I haven't actually watched your video yet, Bob. I haven't got around to it. It's been a bit busy. How many spikes did Bob use? He didn't say he only had to use one. Oh, yeah, my lorikeet. Yeah, okay, that's that squeaking noise. Yeah. He starts at about 5 o'clock in the morning. It can be rather annoying sometimes. You're off there, Ken. No worries, mate. Thanks for coming. You have a good evening. Sleep well, mate. Yeah, I've got a rainbow lorikeet. This morning we had black cockatoos fly, a whole flock of them fly over, which was really, really pretty. Means it's starting to come in towards dry season. They only ever hang around at the start of the wet season and the start of the dry season, so that was really nice. Oh! Is that this Saturday, Sam? I'll sing for you. Four spikes. Oh yeah, by the way, it's April Fool's Day here today. Whoops. I only had the one spike left. I made, if you remember, I made that safe turner for out of one of them. I had another one, and the rest I've got because they actually originally, the rail spikes I've got come from the North-South Railway here in the NT, the original one, which was historic, but the guy had these railway spikes for years. And but mostly what they actually used on it was rail bolts. So I've got bridge bolts and stuff like that we used on the North-South Railway. But I only had like 2 spikes, so I'm looking at trying to find some more spikes later on. Well, I'll say happy birthday to you on Saturday then, Sam. Yeah, that's it. That's it there, the bargain. Well, we only had, up here, we only had the one railway, then it closed down for 50 years. And then they rebuilt the Afghan, or the GAN, which is the Darwin to Adelaide railway line. And then, but when they built that one, they left a lot of the original rail corridor in place and moved it over a little bit because it being historical, they didn't want to damage it too much. And as a result, but a lot of the original sleepers on the railway were actually steel. And they only used timber sleepers going over bridges and stuff like that. So there weren't many railway spikes in general. Oh, whoa, I'm melting it. No! No! Well, maybe not melting it. I was at boiling temperature. For some reason this looks a bit thinner than the other ones I made. I'm not really here. Hey, it could be Tim's birthday. You're going to run with that for the rest of the year. I can see that, Tabaka. It's like Tech Run calling me Flamey or something. I can't remember what he called me. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to there, Sam. I've still got to send you some of that. Get some nice timber for your scales and stuff. Looks like these might be a bit thin for holding this. Alright. Which means these aren't. Yep, Australian sparkler. Well, I don't know if you saw earlier, but I've started up, and I think I put, maybe 2 shovels of charcoal on it, so I'd say, working on this, if I was doing more stuff, I'd probably put another shovel of charcoal on. But if I'm welding, it's a bit less. Yeah, I'd say about 45 odd minutes between shovel to charcoal, depending on what I'm doing and how much I'm actually like cranking it and burning it. You guys only worry about typing. I've got to worry about speaking. Now, where is my chisel? Even, good question. The other week, I actually did a couple of weeks ago before lockdown came in. Me and my HEMA club actually did a historical talk at a school. So as part of that, I actually took a whole heap of tools to the school, and I've unpacked most of them, but some of them are still floating around in the boxes. Just a second. There we go. Oh. After Barker. Okay. I thought, hang on. JT's going to send me smoked salt from the US. Back in there for the moment. Might get that plate out so I don't mark up the anvil too much more. Didn't mark up the hand, which is a good start. Oh, well, happy birthday for 2 days ago there, John. Those are the ones you made. These tongs, yes. These tongs are the ones I made at yours, Sam. Oh, I have a lot of problems speaking. I've just taught myself how to speak properly. Most people don't notice it nowadays, but I've actually got a speech impediment. Oh, you're finally going now, Denise. You've been going for the last half an hour. No worries, Denise. Have a good one. Love you, darling. Might have to hit the top of this anvil with a grinder at some stage. Starting to get a little bit of pin from misstrikes and stuff. I mean, I still have clean surfaces, so this is it's just a little bit pitted in the central part of the anvil where I do most of my striking. No, doesn't really matter, I guess. Hang on, what did I miss? What did Cat invent? Yep, drop forwards again. Ah, yeah. And my birthday's in June as well. I'm a Gemini. Two-faced. I'm fairly sure it's 34 this year. I can't remember. I'm that old. I'm losing marbles already. I had a grandma like that, but my grandmother was like that for many, many years until she passed. My dad's still like that. We're all babies. You're in I can't see that. You're a scorpion. Okay, Scorpio. Fair enough. I'm a lobster. I'm going to think of that as Bob's theme song now. Rock Lobster by the B-52s. Okay. It'd be helpful if I could get a hold of this thing, wouldn't it? Look at me, I'm a bug. Like I said, from now on, the theme song I'm going to have in my head by Bob is Rock Lobster. The song I'm going to have in my head by Bob is Rock Lobster. So that's what happens when you have screw looses there, John. Yes, prawn. I used to call them shrimp in the US, but they're prawns here. Yes, I know, Sam. So do you. Except I have to make them by hand. I'm gonna eventually get around to trying that drop the tongue welding method and just see. I have to do that. That's what I have to do. Because that would make making tongs so much easier. I'm gonna have to draw out the reins then. Oh, that's interesting. If you like prawns, you should see our giant king prawns, our banana prawns. They're massive. Well, I actually got given some. I went and got and found and got given some tongs, but they're a bit big. I did actually loosen them up, but they've been sitting there because I don't really have a use for them. So like they're rather big. Not sure. They're definitely for bigger stock. I'm not sure exactly what they were used for, but. Hey, fugly tongs work. I still have fugly tongs that I use on a regular basis. These were rebar tongs, and seriously, they're fugly. I broke my first ever set not long ago, but this is another set of these originally held my my touch mark, so they're slowly getting better over time, but I still don't make the best tongs. I'm no tong maker, that's for sure. Neil, you always find that there is one job that your first pair will just fit for some reason. See, my first pair were a pair of flat jaw tongs made out of rebar, and when I broke them, there's a reason why I had to make these ones, because I had no more flat jaw tongs to use. Now I use the rebar from the weld on the stock to put in my gas forge. Don't do that. Yeah. I dug up a piece of clinker. Yeah. Night, champ. Thanks for coming, mate. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I only got about 10 minutes left anyway, so thanks for coming there, bud. Sleep well. Small jobs like these are perfect for when the forge is burning down. Use that laughter fuel. Hey, Dwayne. That's all right, mate. Thanks for showing up anyway. Better late than never there, mate. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just need it. So another belt buckle, nice and quickly forged just while the fire's burning down. Got a fair few now. Got to order some leather belts in order to put them a couple on there. All the good tongs he's sold or he's helped other people make. I think my third project was actually making tongs. The first project, I used other people's tongs for doing a couple of leaves, and it was like, nah, I need to make some tongs because their range were a bit short, so it was a bit warm on my hands. So it was kind of like, they need to make some longer range. So I made my own tongs as my third one. That was my first set of rebar tongs, which were horrible, but they worked. Well, that's it. I'm pretty much done. Getting out some of the clinkers. Oh, some of them should be pretty. I pull out the clinkers and keep them to the side because sometimes I get some really pretty clinkers out of the dirt box forge that look like well, they are melted glass basically, but there's some really pretty stuff that comes out of it. I'll grab one in a second and show you. See if I can. I'll see if I can pull one. So this is one of them. See if it focuses on it. It's got a glassy texture, but it's got green, like emerald greens and stuff running through it, which is really, really pretty. And so I figured if I can find one like these, you know, take them to when I do this show and stuff like that in July, if it's still running, of course, you know, put these up for 50 cents or $1, you know, authentic dragon snot. And kids will love them, and it's something they can take home from the show and all that type of jazz. Now, altogether, their debarker, that was probably in the 2 hours. I lit the forge. I used about 2 shovels full, and then that got the forge going and burnt down. I added another shovel, and then about halfway through, I added a 3rd shovel and a little bit. So probably about 4 shovels for over the last 2 odd hours. But now it's at the point where I can't forge anymore. If I wanted to forge more, I definitely have to add another 2 or 3 shovels. That's always the way, isn't there, John? You're done trying to type. You're done trying to type master. See, I can't even talk. Well, that's probably why you can't make tongs here, John. You weren't paying attention. Well, we've got about 2 minutes and 20 seconds until I hit 2 hours, so I reckon this stream's gone on long enough. I'll keep going until I hit the 2 hour mark and then can it. Let you all get on with your day. He likes pork butts and he cannot lie. You other brother kicked the knife. Hey, pork's pretty good. Probably have to be one of my favourite meats when it's cooked right. If it's not cooked right, it's very dry, but when it's cooked right, beautiful. Mind you, as I said earlier, you know, I eat emu, I eat kangaroo. I like good meat. So yeah, so it's time to start wrapping up, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been fun. Hopefully it was nice and fun for you guys, and that you all enjoyed yourself, and thanks for coming along. I know I had a good laugh. Time flies when you live stream. It really does. You just don't notice where it goes. You know, time can drag on when you're doing things by yourself, and you know you're looking at it's only been 20 minutes. I mean, it's good for forge time in the sense of, you know, you get a lot done in 20 minutes, but still, it's been great hanging out with all of you, and I really thanks for coming along. I hope Stan gets to come along the Quad State 1 year too. That'd be freaking awesome. Yeah, I thought Dragon Snot was a great idea too. But you know, it's clinker. It's stuff you throw away anyway. Why not? You know, if it's gonna you know, if it's a byproduct and kids like it, hey. And that's actually got the idea. If you guys remember, the young fella that was here a couple of months back, he liked it as well. He thought it was really cool. But anyway, time to go. We've got countdown, so have a lovely evening, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. And don't forget to check out my video tomorrow. It's another book review. But, you know, hey, someone's got to do it. I'll catch you all later. Thanks for coming. Bye.